sort of the differences between on-premise and cloud-based security. On-premise security technology requires a computer server on-site to run the access control software, and you are responsible for managing your own servers. You get full system control, you get local data storage, and you get uptime because you can set it up. Drawbacks: security is your headache. On-site management and maintenance, which again means you have to have somebody competent doing it. Scalability: if you need to expand, it can take some time. You need a proposal, you need an order, then it's going to take time to ship, then you need to configure it. And flexibility: you can't just decide to try something. Cloud-based, on the other hand, it runs on a system of remote servers over the internet, so you don't need a dedicated server specialist to maintain it.
Yeah.
You don't need a local server for each location. And as we said, you can get to it from anywhere. So if you're working from home, you have access to it.
And I think it's worth noting on this point here, they're clearly assuming in this cloud-based example, they're not assuming that you're running these VMs yourself. Because if you're running these VMs yourself, you still have SSH access and full access to those systems, the operating systems, and have to maintain it yourself. So you still need to hire a specialist to be able to do that remotely. And so in this model, if you're dealing with software as a service where it's all packaged neatly for you and they handle it for you, you're paying for that. So it becomes more opaque, less transparent, but you're paying for it. So, that factors into this.
Right, and it's very easy, especially on remote systems, to forget to do patches. They're not in front of you.
Yeah.
So, the benefits of remote management: increased ROI, enterprise scalability, future-proof technology. When your servers, there is not a geek on this planet that doesn't have a drawer filled with old cards that they'll probably never use again, but they can't stand to get rid of because they still work.
Yeah.
And Alex is actually turning red right now, so I know that he has one as well. I admit that I do too. We all do it because that card's perfectly good, but I had to upgrade my computer, so I have leftover parts. There's monthly or annualized cost. There's limited customization options.
It's essentially whatever they provide you, right?
Right.
So it depends on the platform.
And there are compliance restrictions. This is especially important with CGIS data. Can't go to the cloud. It just is not allowed to. At least as I understand it. Perhaps there is some provider that is certified, but
yeah, and compliance is going to be behind, right? That's just kind of how part of this is. But there are more considerations because at the end of the day, the data resides. You may own the data, but the data resides not on your premise anymore. So you need to make sure that is handled through this.
So looking at the two with their benefits and drawbacks, there's now what's called a hybrid model.